is another episode of Shut Up and Listen. And today I am not using my video camera, because it only records an AVI. And I've just been out, as you know, I said I've bought a new MacBook Pro, the 15-inch, as you can probably see the box up there. And I bought the 2.2 GHz one with the 1 GB GPU and 4 GB of RAM and so forth. And the problem is if you want to edit movies, Quicktime does not like AVI. I downloaded a program which converts it to AVI, to a format that iMovie likes, but it seems to lower the quality of the video. Anyway, I'll let you know that I'm actually recording this episode using the webcam which is built into the MacBook Pro. It's supposed to be 720p, so you can just say, if you're thinking about getting a MacBook Pro and you wanted to know how good the webcam is, here you go, you can find out for yourself. Just watch this video. Also, while I'm making this video, I can find out what the audio is like when it's recording. That will be interesting, because I know that my flip cam Toshiba one is supposed to be an alright camera, I suppose, but the sound quality seems to be not that good. I really need something that will accept a boom mic or something like that, because these built-in microphones, these cameras are absolutely terrible. This episode I thought to talk about Aspergers, and I find I tend to feel in myself that Aspergers is on the autistic spectrum, but I feel, and this is how I feel personally, it might be different for other people, but I feel that I'm like a hybrid of something that's autistic and neurotypical, which is kind of, it can be really hard, because on one side I have the neurotypical side. I can say I've got all the same things that everybody wants, you know. I love a good job. I like to get a relationship. Well, probably one day have a family. You know, have a big house, a lovely dog, and all that kind of stuff. Just like everybody, has like an holiday every year. Grow old, have kids, you know, I say have kids and all that, but on the other side, I've got the things that hold me back or make things virtually impossible for me, which is the autistic side, which makes it hard to, like I say, socialise. So I say socialising's hard enough, never mind going out and finding, getting a relationship of some kind. Good God, it's hard enough to make friends. It can be very cruel, because you like I say, you want everything that everyone else wants and desires. Well, that's how I feel. But I just don't seem to be able to reach out and get any of them. It's a bit like being, I don't know how to explain it, I don't know, it's like being in a cage and you can see all these things around you which you want desperately, and you reach out, but all your desires are all out of your reach. I can't find a job which I would find suitable. I have worked, I'm not lazy, I'm actually working now. I do a lot of charity work, but what I find is I'm spending so much time on my own, going to work, anyone can say nobody enjoys the job, but what keeps them going is what they've got to look forward to the weekends, or what they look forward to get home to. It helps get them through the day. But if you've got like a job which you're bored to tease, you can't stand it, but you're doing it because it's a job, then you get home and you've got nothing there either. Yeah, and you've got nothing to look forward to. And I don't know, it's just, how can you can't live like that. It makes you really. I was working, and one of my jobs I did, I was working in a frozen foods factory, and the work was so repetitive and boring, which wouldn't be so bad if at the end of the day I had something to go home and look forward to. Something I could look forward to. I come home, if I had a relationship, something I could look forward to. But my life seems to be completely empty. What I tend to do is I get so bored and lonely, and I tend to buy tons of stuff to try and fill this void of. Well, if you go around my house, I've got tons of computers, video games. They kind of take that, make you forget, just take you away from it all, I think. I think if I didn't have half of these gadgets I keep buying, I'd probably go insane or be extremely depressed. One thing is I could say, if finding love is hard, no matter who you are. But most people are bought with the tools to like your brain, like say people on the spectrum, brains are wired differently. And say some neurotypical's brain, they've got all the tools and all what they need in here to get into a relationship, find someone, know how to go about it. The only real thing that holds them back is nerves, a bit shy. But you can always overcome those things if you keep pushing yourself, eventually it gets easier. But having Aspergers, I feel I've got those hurdles, but I've also got a lot of other things. I don't know, I can't, I don't know how to start, I don't know how to go about it. I know that I want these things, exactly what, I want these things that everyone else wants, but it's like I just haven't got the tools in here. I haven't been given the tools. My brain isn't wired up properly to go out and reach out and grab all the things I want in life. I think Aspergers is more high functioning. We come across, like I say, we come across some people wouldn't realise a lot of people have Aspergers, but I don't know if it's having Aspergers is more crueler than than having, I don't know, just being autistic, because like I say, I'm not oblivious to everything that's around me. I want exactly the same things that everybody else wants, and I just wish I knew or had the ability to go out, and get those things. Yeah, I'd love him. I love it. I'm always thinking of ideas of making money and stuff, but I wish I had the know-how. I mean, I'd have the drive to do it. If I thought, if I had an idea and I knew it was a sound plan and it was a good idea, I wouldn't fear taking that risk and trying to make money and get like work and that. But I haven't got the knowledge. Making a video I find on what it's like to have Asperger's is extremely hard, because it's like me going to someone saying, what's it like to be neurotypical? Because I've always been Asperger's, I've always had Asperger's, that's all I know. What makes... There's good sides to having Asperger's, isn't all depressing. People on the spectrum have obsessions. it's a natural thing. The brain's wired this way to not to be focused on one particular subject. I think though it can become a problem. I think the reason why, like I say, many of us will lock ourselves away and become obsessed or addicted to something. Like say, some of us, like me, I'll be addicted to playing video games sometimes, mainly role-playing games, online role-playing games. Like I play a lot of DC Universe Online, because I think we go into this completely different world, fantasy world or whatever. In these fantasy worlds, we can achieve anything we want to. Do you know what I mean? And while in this completely different world, we forget how crap and how hard life in general is for people like, well, for me, how life is. It helps, but it only makes things worse for myself, because I'm becoming more of a recluse. So it's going to become even harder to make friends or get a relationship, with a female, and get a family. It just makes things so much harder. It's so hard to put these things and talk about this. I think this is sometimes why you'll have Aspergers, people on the spectrum, either Asperger's or autism, which have a lot of resentment for neurotypical people. They don't hate you. They don't hate neurotypical people. They're just so frustrated because they see all the things you can obtain, your relationships, and it doesn't seem to matter how hard they try. They can't get any of these things. Some do. Some are fortunate enough to find a relationship, and I wish these people all the best, and I hope it lasts for them. And I think this is it for this episode of Show Up and Listen. I can't think of anything else to talk about. I hope you all good fortune in employment or being employed, or being an employee. And I hope you all the best in relationships. And I can't say what my next video is going to be about, because it all depends. Sometimes if it'll hit me, that'll be a good video. I'm going to make it, quickly record that now. So I never know what my videos are going to be about until a good idea hits me. I have to hit record straight away and get it out. Anyway, I'm going to have fun editing this video, and I'll see you again soon.